from here, it will not be visible. And here apex point is there, so join this apex point to this ellipse in such a way that it passes through this point and becomes tangent to this ellipse. Similarly, here also draw a line which passes through this apex point and becomes tangent to this ellipse. And as this is outside line, this one which we drawn dotted line, it's an outside line, so it should be full line. So now let me draw this problem for hands-on experience. First we have drawn up to this step, right? Draw circle, divide into 8 equal parts and draw its front view. Now tilt this front view such that its axis makes an angle of 45 degree with vertical plane. So draw, first of all, draw its axis like this, which makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line, and redraw this triangle like this by measuring the distance with the scale or by using the arc method of arc to redraw any solid. These are the imaginary generators drawn to find out the more points for intersection. So what we have done, we have just redrawn this top view. This is the axis of this solid, right? Now name the endpoint on the base. So here is that we start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. As it's a front view, dash would be there, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and so on. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 points are here. Transfer all these points over here. 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And apex point is O. Here is apex point is O dash, O and O dash. Apex point is O over here. Now find out position of each points in the front view. So for that, let me draw vertical lines from all these points. Apex point O, horizontal line from O dash. So both this will meet at one point, and here is point number O dash, that is apex point. Similarly, point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all could be located vertical line from point number 1. So it's easy. So you should do practice like this. In examination, first you draw vertical lines from all these points. So it will reduce the time. You can do it faster, right? Don't draw individual lines. Just draw vertical lines from all points and horizontal lines from all points, so that you can draw this problem with small time. Horizontal lines from respective points like this, and horizontal lines from 1 to 8 like this. Now locate the points on its base. So these points would be there. One point is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, right? And join all these points with the smooth curve. But what do you say about the visibility of all these points? If you are looking from here, this base will not be visible, so they should be joined with the dotted line. Yes, like this. Of course it's an elliptical shape like this, and as this is an outside line, it would be fully visible to us, so join with the full line like this. And apex point is here, so join this apex point with this. Let we use pencil because some remove portion would be there. This one and this one. Line which is tangent to both these ends and passing through the apex point. Now the cutting plane which bisects the axis and passing through the midpoint, it is somewhere here. So locate the midpoint of this axis and draw a cutting plane line. So this is the cutting plane line. It cuts this solid like this and draw a cutting plane line. 2 long days, 1 small dash, 2 long days, 1 small dash. Sorry, 2 small dash and 1 long dash. And this cutting plane makes an angle of 30 degree with XY line, that is with VP. Now find out the points of intersection in this cutting plane and this top view. As this apex is removed one, so the retained portion is this one. From here to here, this one and this one, that is retained with us. And this bottom one, this portion is removed. You can, just to understand the concept, you can do this like this, but in examination you should not do this one. This is removed, this is retaining portion. Now draw the generators in this front view as well, like this. Generator O dash with 1, O dash with 2, O dash with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all. Right. Now locate the points on this top view like this. Generator O1 is here. The intersection of this generator O1 and cutting plane is 1 point somewhere here. So name that point as point P1. Right. Intersection of this generator O1 and cutting plane. So here is point number 1, P1. From that point, draw a straight vertical line that will cut O dash 1 dash at here. O dash 1 dash is this one. So here is point number first point, that is P1. Similarly here, generator O dash, O2 and O8, 2 points are here. So from that point, draw straight vertical line that will cut O2 and O8 at 2 points. O2 is here, here is O2, here is O8. Right, so point number P2 and P8 would be here. Similarly here 2 points are there on O3 and O7. So from that, draw straight vertical line. One is on O3, another is on O7, here is there. So here is point number P7, here is point number P3, here is P2, here is P8. So we have located 5 points. Similarly, rest of points here, O6 and O4 are there. So from this, draw straight vertical line. One is on O6 over here and O4 over here. So here is point number P4, here is point number P6. And last points, that is point number 5. So from this point, draw straight vertical line on point number 5. So on generator 5, here is the point, that is point number P5. So we have located all 8 points. Now join all these 8 points with a smooth curve. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. So that would be like this, up to P7, P6, P7 and P1. So this is the cut portion, and draw section lines in this cut portion. A slight corner would be there at this point and this point, and as this remaining is the removed portion, you can draw this full line, you can draw this full line, and this portion to the right side of this section, this one, it should be lightened like this, because it's a removed portion, it's a cut portion. Similarly, this portion also is a cut portion, so not needed to be retained. So after cutting this cone at this angle, this would be visible. You can name the views. It's a sectional front view, and this is top view of the section. Now what's about the true shape of the section? As this cutting plane is not parallel to XY line, to draw the true shape from each points, let me draw lines perpendicular to this cutting plane line, that is vertical line from point number line from point P1, line from point P2, in such a way that these lines are perpendicular to this cutting plane line, like this: P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. P1 is here 2 points are there, P2 and P8, here P3 and P7, P3 and P7, P2 and P8, P4 and P6 and P5. So from all these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, draw lines like this, and this angle is 90 degree, right? Now measure the distance of respective points from this front view, XY line to this front view. So for that, here XY line should be drawn like this. This is an XY line that you should do. You should draw first one. Now measure the distance of point P1. This is the distance of point P1 from XY line, right? And from P1, at that distance, mark a point over here. So this is point number, first point, P1 point, that is P1. Now P2, measure this distance P2 to XY line and measure this distance from P2, put it over here. So point number P2 would be somewhere here. Here is point number P2. Name that point P2. Then P3, measure this distance of point number P3 from XY line, cut it over here. So here is point number P3. Then P4, XY line to P4, this is the distance. Then on P4, somewhere here, so here is point number P4. Then P5, XY line to P5, it is equal to P1, XY line to P1 and XY line to P5. So wherever one is drawn at the same distance, like this, P1 to XY line and P5 to XY line. So P1 and P5 are on the same line. Then P6, XY line to P6, this one, and P6 to on this one. Then here is point number P6. Then P7, XY line to P7 and XY line to P7. 7 is here, somewhere here. Here is point number P7 and point number P8, XY line to P8 and P8 to over here. So here is point number P8. And join all these points with a smooth curve. So that would be like this. Here smooth curve would be there, and here slight corner would be there, that I am telling to you. Here also slight corner at point P1, slight corner at P6 and P4, slight corner would be there. That would not be fully circular. Then draw section lines in this true shape, which makes an angle of 45 degree with the cutting plane, not XY line. And name the views. This is the true shape of the section. You can insert the dimensions. This diameter is 100 millimeter by any method. So here I used align method. So 500 and height is given 120 millimeter. So that dimension could be inserted over here like this, 1, 2, 0. So this is the solution of this problem, and you can write the scale 1:1. 1:1 scale is used to draw this problem. So I hope today's discussion would be fruitful to you. Let me conclude today's talk. These are the references through which you can have more examples and more fundamentals, solution of the problems, engineeringgraphics.wordpress.com and so on. And I am very much thankful to all of you for being with me for the solution of this problem. And next time we will continue with some more examples and solutions. Thanks to all.